Edora, Denis, Ta.
Hear now the lesson of the divine body.
Nice hole. Something's not right. Be ready for a fight. Really don't like
ends and the means are one. And you are both. Logs filth. You anger a powerful enemy.
Looks like you're buying a
Well done, mortal. You have risen to the challenge. One task remains. If I am to lend you my strength, you must lend me yours. Power for power. A wrong righted, and another step on the path. My own. One day, as I enjoyed the sun upon my pelt, I beheld a hunter tracking an Indrik and her fawn. The hunter moved in to claim their prize, and the hind perished. The fawn leapt for freedom, and the hunter gave chase. I stepped in. I imbued the fawn with a wisp of my power, but in acting with haste, I acted unwisely. My power protected the fawn, true enough, but it gathered the hunter in its wake. Now predator and prey are trapped in a chase unending. I granted my power to a being that did not ask for it, and did not know how to use it. The height of arrogance. A vice I have been accused of on occasion. Use the lens, find their trail, and release these poor souls from my power without focus. Seek the fawn and the hunter in a southern Auridon cavern. Del's Claim, I believe it is called today. Restore this ill-used power, and I will lend my strength to yours. A signpost on your path to master scribing.
skeleton. That was a bit of a warm-up. The last of them. Oh, thank you, Beck.
Come now, little fawn. You cannot run forever. no quarry can escape me. Hounds, after it! Another trophy. Towns attractive!
Just as I said, my power overwhelms the flock. A ward of that power now binds it. Dispel the ward.
Take my soul.
You are free, little one. Free to... What? Ah, of course. You may return with us if you wish. I will see both of you in my domain then. I will grant my promised power to the one that sought it, and offer safe harbor to the one that did not. The Fawn is safe. My strength returned. And you have had a moment, I hope, to reflect on power and its wise application. Now, as with Ulfsil before you, I offer you the Sigil of the Indrik. You will take it to the altar and imbue my strength within. The power I pass to you will infuse every drop of ink, every sheet of parchment, each whorl and dot upon the page. Until now, your mastery of the art was limited. With my support, your horizon expands. So too, the vision of your allies. I will ensure their efforts to explore and chronicle the contents of the Scholarium meet with success. Your knight has returned, with allies at her side. But that can wait. Mortal, Fable-bearer, friend, accept my gift to you, the power of a luminary of magic. You have completed my trials. You have shown wisdom in the use of your power. Take my sigil, join its essence with the altar, and let the ink flow once again.
Nalia's going to want to hear about this.
Good to see you again. You'll find her over in the East Wing with our newest arrival.
There you are. I wanted to introduce you. This is Chronicler Ferandil.
Good to meet you. Nolia and I have been touring the library and I've already found, well, some terribly surprising things.
Ferandil is a chronicler, one of the best the guild has to offer. You two talk a moment, and then we can discuss what comes next.
Chronicler Ferandil, at your service. Chronicler of tomes, scrolls, scripts, and otherworldly delights. I'm glad that I was able to make the trip. I think you'll find my skills quite valuable on this most unexpected expedition. I've been tasked with facilitating this lost art form you've rediscovered. Scribing. How novel! As I understand it, you will be contacting and convincing these luminary creatures, empowering the altar and all that. I'll scour the complex for grimoires and scripts. I've already found quite a few, aided, perhaps, by that... what's his name? Indrik chap. I've never been led by a faun to a trove of ancient secrets before, but it was an exciting experience. Don't worry, I will do my very, very best to ensure I have what you're looking for. I take my role as chronicler for this expedition quite seriously.
It's good to be back. I know it took some time to get us all down here. Apologies. Archmage Galarian and the Votary Commander needed significant convincing to turn this into a full-fledged expedition. How did it go with the Crow? You just continue to impress again and again. With the Luminary's strength added to the altar, who knows what you'll be able to accomplish? As you might imagine, Guild leadership is very interested in the art of scribing. For the duration, you have more luminaries to find, this complex needs to be explored, and the secrets of scribing are just waiting to be teased from the past. What about you, friend? This expedition would be nothing without you. Magnus be praised. We've secured supplies for a full-fledged expedition, you've allied with your first luminary, and the altar surges with new power. Not bad for a day's work. What happens next is up to you, be it Griffin, Netch, or Dragon. We've gathered the fables in the main hall. If you have any questions, let me know. Except for what's beyond the unmarked door. We do not. Julian and I have already begun speculating, based on some early hints. Our best guess? It's Ulfsild's private study. But I suppose we'll find out, won't we? I did, and she was a bit cryptic. I mean, especially cryptic. Sometimes it's hard to tell with a magical talking crow, but she seemed like she didn't want to talk about it. You mean Ferandil? I reached out to him while I was waiting for the Votary Commander to decide what she wanted me to do. I've worked with him in the past, and he's... unusual. But he's the best at what he does. Absolutely. We're relying on him to help us understand what's useful, what's valuable, and what's just scrap paper. He told me the altar is already vibrating along his transmutational axis. I have no idea what that means, but I think it's good. Ferandil has this way of getting his hands on things you wouldn't expect. Like, he's got a sixth sense about ancient relics and magic. Basically, he's a treasure hunter and merchant, but he's extremely reliable.
I see you found whatever this is. It's not the Fable of the Netch, as I recall it. I am occasionally fond of the Netch's levity. However, if you are short on patience for playful antics, you may find this a difficult trial. Worth it, I think, on your path to master scribing. A prank, no doubt. The Netch is known for pranks and tricks. It enjoys wandering invisibly, causing mischief and spreading what it considers to be joy. The Netch almost certainly traded out the Scalarium's fable for one of its authorship. I think it likely the Netch will reveal some sign to you. It delights in showing off its cleverness. Nalia and I discovered an echo in the West Wing that should relate to the Netch. I'm sure whatever you learn there will be most instructive. I hope nothing else has been tampered with. There's already so much wrong in the Scalarium. So much that didn't stand the test of time. A vain, jovial, and generous being. It approaches life's solemn moments as an opportunity for new ways to demonstrate its wit and whimsy. The Netch and Ulfsild got along famously well, but I find it to be a little much. It enjoys being the center of attention, its tendrils ever-reaching forevermore. Ruffles my feathers a bit. Its actions will seem enigmatic, even esoteric, but it really does mean well, I think.
What in Ifre's name? Is that a squirrel? Hey there! I thought you could use some help tracking down the fable. It seems like this Netch has a very distinct sense of humor. I'm willing to play along for now, if you are. The Netch is a trickster, but it's also proud of its wit. Getting the upper hand with someone like that is simple. Flatter them. Reminds me of a Covenant knight I once met who tried all night to get my attention. But that's a story for another day. I think we do just as they did in the fable. Here, allow me. Oh, great and glorious Netch! Your cleverness exceeds us. We beseech your aid in finding your true fable. Guide us to your Netchy bosom. Make our lofty dreams come true. I think it worked. Quick, follow them.
Good heavens, I say!
Aha! You found it! The true fable! Not as good as my version, of course.
Any luck finding the real fable? Let me look. Here, this part about the river settlement. I bet anything that's Bulmera. Lovely place. There's a big river running through the middle of town. Sounds like it was even bigger back when the fable was written.
Well, more tricks? Or did you find the real fable of the Netch? The real fable? Of course. I remember it well. Let's see. There was mention of the Zainab, yes? The ruins you seek are called Nechuleft. Be sure not to fall like the Ashlander in the story. The Netch may not see fit to catch you.
Do you think any of these luminaries want to meet me? I'll have to pop my head in those doors and introduce myself soon.
There are so many awe-inspiring creatures whose shape this luminary might have taken. Indrik, dragon, griffin, and yet it's a Netch. It's rather silly, but perhaps that's the entire point. Let's see... right at the top here. The Daedric Ruins. I don't know the name, but they're on an island southeast of Voss. If only the place was still full of chickens like the fable says.
Something keeps tugging on my robes, like a child playing a game. But no one's there. It's the Netch, isn't it? This blob of yours is testing my patience. Let me see. This bit at the end that mentions Azura's coast. I bet it's referring to Sadrith Mora and Tel Galen. Just plot a course between those two towers, and I bet you'll find the door. That's what you're looking for, right?
Keep your hands where I can see them.
Never have enough of that.
Nothing wrong with a little opportunistic harvesting.
Want to hurt you, but now I'm going to.
Never have enough of that. extortion among friends. Nine times out of 10, the cynics are right. To the city just for the pickpockets. Says it's the only love he ever gets. We should throw dice for gold. Interested? Tell that stupid Swig to watch his back. Nine times out of 10, the cynics are right.